Hello, we are ready for our second assignment. Our second assignment is another discussion board, and it's very similar to the first discussion board, only this time you'll have to find your own visuals. You'll have to find 3 visuals of one topic, and you will compare and contrast those 3 visuals in one thread. The best place to start is to review your notes quickly, and so you will go to Content and look at the rhetorical analysis notes. Under the Art of Rhetoric, you have 2 handouts. You have the elements of rhetorical analysis, and you have the main questions for analyzing rhetoric. And so let's quickly look at these. These are the questions that you should consider anytime you're trying to analyze either a passage or a visual rhetorically. So again, what is the author's main point? What is his purpose? What does he want to do for the readers? What is his attitude about the subject? How does he convince the audience that he is credible and trustworthy? And what emotional effects does he want to have on the readers? So keep these questions in mind as you analyze your visuals. Again, you also would want to look at the elements of rhetoric. It has some nice purpose verbs that you can use on this assignment, and tone, words, and so these will come handy when you're trying to analyze your visuals. And finally, one of the most useful tools is Optic. Keep this in mind again and look at the overview, the parts, the interrelationship. If there's a title, consider that and answer these big questions about author's purpose, context, audience. So, once you've reviewed your notes, you go to the discussion board tab here, and it is the second discussion board. It's called Analyzing Visuals. You will pick one of these topics, either families, cars, cities, workers, or holidays. You will find 3 visual texts, and it would be useful to find variety. So you could have a painting, a photograph, a sculpture, an advertisement. Try to find different mediums. You also want to try to find works from different time periods that will give you a little bit more context to explore and compare and contrast. And for each image, you want to analyze the author's purpose and how he conveys this purpose. And so you will look at the elements of design, like the color. You will look at the author's attitude and the emotions that he's trying to evoke. Each response should be 200 words minimum, and that's per image. So when you've done all 3 images, you'll have about 600 words. It's very simple. And last, I'd like to show you a former student's post. This is just one example. This was City. He had 3 photographs and 3 responses in one thread. And so here's his painting. It's a mural. He has the tagline here, which is the source, and then he analyzes it very nicely. This is a little over 200 words. He's talking about the overview, the different elements, but more important, he's talking about the author's purpose. And it's kind of, the picture there is a depiction of class separation, and so he's looking at the upper class versus the working class, and that's part of the author's purpose, to show how these 2 different classes maybe converge here in the middle of the city. Good luck!